Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sam. Alright, straight up, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do subscribe to the channel so you can get daily and timely updates about cryptocurrency, how to make money with cryptocurrency, how to make money with blockchain, what blockchain can be used for. For example, this is a video of Chris Annie talking about how blockchain can disrupt elections in Nigeria, right? How it can solve the corruption issue in our election process, right? There are lots of juicy stuff about blockchain and cryptocurrency, and guess what? These stuffs are brought to you, or these contents are brought to you in a way that you can understand. For example, Onome teaches about cryptocurrency, what you need to know about cryptocurrency, about blockchain, you see, and she puts it in simple English that you can understand, English called Pidgin English. So it's just beautiful. Now make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the videos when you do. So today I want to talk about decentralized exchanges, right? So in case you don't know what decentralized exchanges are, they are, first of all, an exchange is a platform where you go to exchange your cryptocurrency for another, where you trade, right? Where you trade one cryptocurrency for another in order to make gains or to buy a cryptocurrency that you don't have, right? So that's what an exchange is for. Before now, most of the exchanges that we had, most of the successful exchanges are centralized exchanges, meaning they are controlled by a small set of people, and simply put, they don't use blockchain. So that's it. That's the easiest way to put it, because we don't want to make the video too technical. So we have centralized exchanges. That means it's controlled by a group of persons and doesn't use blockchain. And then we have decentralized exchanges, meaning now something I forgot to add. On centralized exchanges, your funds don't belong to you in the real sense. Your funds are with those guys, and then you withdraw whenever you want to, right? So but on decentralized exchanges, the platform is not controlled by a single entity. It's not controlled by a small group of persons. It's controlled by the community, right? Point number one. Point number two, it doesn't have just one single point of failure. Point number three, you have 100%, okay, let me use 99% control over your funds or of your funds. So that means you have your private key. So I did a video here to explain how to create a Binance DEX and one or two things you need to know about decentralized exchanges. But today we don't want to talk about decentralized exchanges in terms of how to create an account, but obviously the future is decentralized exchanges. In the future, most successful cryptocurrency trading platforms will be decentralized exchanges. So we want to check two different types of decentralized exchanges. One is already existing and one is out on the testnet, and the one that's out on the testnet is Binance DEX. So by the left here I have some key points. I don't know if this will be your right if you're watching the video, but I've highlighted some key points between the oldest successful decentralized exchange platform called Bitshares and the newest decentralized exchange platform called Binance. Right, so we're going to be checking some similarities, some differences, and you guys will tell me what you think, right? Okay, if you remember in this other video, in case you watched it, I'll drop a link in the description so you guys can check it, or I'll put a card by the top right side of this corner so you guys can get to watch this video and know how to create an account. Okay, now point number one, number of nodes that each of these platforms have. So on Bitshares has Binance. Let's start with Binance. Binance has 11 nodes on its new decentralized exchange. So it will be running with they'll be starting the platform with 11 nodes. So it might actually scale up to 20 something, or might end up remaining just 11 nodes, right? But BitShares more than 140 nodes. All right, so these are the different witnesses that are running nodes on the BitShares blockchain. So we have forks, we have in-a-bits, there are a lot. So the first are 25. This is the first 25, and these are the standby witnesses. So on the Bitcoin network, these guys are called miners, right? On the Steam blockchain, these guys are called witnesses. On Bitshares blockchain, they are called witnesses. Um, on Binance, I don't know what they'll be called yet. Are they going to be called miners or witnesses? But they have a defined purpose, and their purpose is to produce blocks for the blockchain, right? So, of course, just in case you didn't know, transactions are actually stored in blocks on a blockchain, right? So we have one. If you send a transaction, let's assume you send $10, so that $10 will be in a block, right? It will be packaged in a block, and these blocks are produced by witnesses. So on the Binance chain, we'll have just 11 nodes, or in 11 guys running this node producing blocks for the chain, while on Bitshares it has 140. It has 25 active, and it has about this is quite a lot, about 148 standby. What this means is if any of these guys should fail, then one of these standby will kick in and replace any of this top 25. And I think that is what Binance is also going to use, but Binance actually say they are starting with just 11 nodes, so they might end up scaling. We don't know yet because it's still on the test net. So the next point is block time. You see, so remember I said something about block. I said that in transactions are stored in blocks, and what Binance wants to do is to make sure that they have 1 second block time. So if you make a transaction, the next person makes a transaction, maybe you have 1 million people making transactions, there won't be delay because of the delay that will come from producing a block to store this transaction. Let me read this statement again so you guys will get to understand what I'm trying to say. This is to further explain why I'm talking about block time here. So Binance chain has near instant transaction finality with 1 second block time. This is faster than other blockchains today, said CZ. Now CZ is the guy, the CEO, the guy in charge of the Binance platform, right? So, noting that Ethereum takes about 20 seconds and Bitcoin averages 10 minutes for network confirmation, right? So that's why they are leaving Ethereum. Now, if you go to Etherscan, you find out that Binance Coin is actually the most successful token on the Ethereum blockchain. So it's number one, it's the most traded. It has a 24-hour volume of $85 million, and the rest has $2 million, $11 million. Okay, this is 34. This is quite good. But what we even need to pay more attention to is the market capitalization, which is 1 billion. You see, which is 1 billion. So this ranking is not according to price, it's not according to change in percentage, it's not according to volume, but it's according to the market cap. So the higher the market capitalization, the higher the ranking, right? So that is why it's number one. It has 1 billion, 1.3 billion market cap. So now these guys that have this huge market cap will be leaving Ethereum. Why are they leaving Ethereum? Because of the scaling issue that we saw in this article. So the block time is very important because it's because transactions need to get confirmed, within time, within 1 second. So Binance has 1 second block time, and Bitshares has 3 second block time. Okay, so obviously this is going to be faster. Binance is going to be faster than Bitshares. Now to the next point. Now Binance can actually freeze funds, and this is really important because a lot of people don't like this feature. They'll end up trashing Binance and be like, hey, centralized. Well, we all have our views, and what we do here in Crypto TV, is to give you guys this information and then let you guys choose what you want. We're not saying Binance is better, we're not saying Bitshares is better. So we're giving you this information, we're helping you make this research so you can actually make your personal um, decision on which to invest in for long term, right? But let me just give my own personal view on this. Should we freeze funds? Well, I think it's important to freeze funds because people always want to try to steal other people's funds, and when someone's funds get stolen and it's sent to the exchange so they can change it maybe to Bitcoin or whatever to sell off, you see, we need a platform that can actually arrest these guys, such as what happened recently on the EOS blockchain, where someone hacked another person's account and took about 2 million plus EOS, and it was sent to Huobi Exchange. Hope I pronounced that right. And Huobi actually seized those funds. So that's one of the advantages of these freezing of funds. But yeah, there's disadvantages. The reason why it's not really cool is because it goes against the purpose of blockchain. Blockchain was people actually wanted blockchain to be fully decentralized, where you have full control over your funds. Nobody can get to freeze it or get to touch your funds. That's just what people wanted, most especially when raising the first set of people that invested into Bitcoin. All right, they wanted truth and 100% pure freedom. But I think it has the good parts and the bad part, right? Bitshares doesn't freeze funds. Now the next point is referral rewards. So on both platforms you get referral rewards, and it's really cool because it helps build build the platform, and it helps the users to make some passive income. Now on Binance, if you send out your referral link, once the guys or the people using your referral link to trade, once they trade, you get a certain percentage. Now the same thing on BitShares too. So you get a certain percentage when these guys trade on BitShares. TPS. Now Binance obviously is on the test net, and they are looking at getting up to 1,000 or up to 100,000 transactions per second. So that's their aim, because they really want to have the same speed they have right now on their centralized platform. They don't want to go anything lower, so they are aiming at 100k transaction per second. Why BitShares has about 100 plus transaction per second. Now I believe BitShares can actually do more, because if we go to blocktivity.info, you would see the number of transactions that BitShares has done. Now very soon we'll have Binance DEX here so that we can see the number of transactions they're doing, and I'm sure Binance DEX can easily get, maybe even replace EOS or WAX or any of these guys. So this is BitShares, right? So BitShares is currently doing or handling 1.4 million operations now, not transactions, operations. I've explained what the difference between operations and transactions before, so if you've not watched that video, I'll drop a link in the description so you guys can check it out. There's no difference between operations and transactions. All right, so Binance needs this speed in order to maintain its current flawless service when it comes to speed. Okay, back to the matter. Okay, number 6, asset listing. So currently, according to what we've seen on Twitter, posted by Binance account and by CZ, to list on the Binance chain, it costs a whopping $100,000. What this means is, if you're not ready, if you're not serious about your business, don't even dare come to Binance to say you want to list your crypto, your token, right? So that's what that means. But on BitShares, you can actually list and create your crypto asset between $5,000 to about $20,000. Yeah, so those are the differences. Okay, the next point addresses. Now, addresses is very important in this case, and that's why I had to put it at number 7, but it's not a top priority. That's why it's down there. So we need to get to that point in the crypto space where it doesn't get too complicated, where a normal average user that is used to centralized platform can use your decentralized platform and still feel that he or she is using a normal application, a normal trading platform where things are easy. You see, so what that means is on the BitShares platform or blockchain, your addresses are human readable. For example, okay, let's go to one of these Explorer. Let's move to this one. Now, yes, this is a very good example. Now, I know you guys are seeing so many things right now, but I'll break it down. Now, on BitShares blockchain, the addresses are human readable. That means if your name is let me look for a name here. Now, this guy's name is, okay, let's work with this. Let's work with this. This guy's name is Adele0101. So that is his username. So if I want to send a crypto asset to Adele, all I need to type is what? Adele or Adele. I don't know how that is pronounced. But if the addresses looks like what we have here on the Ethereum blockchain, let's just check one or two. See, the addresses are not human readable, so it's gonna be difficult for those that are new to the blockchain space, right? So these are the things we need to put in place to be ready for mass adoption in the future, right? So currently this is just what needs to be in place for we to have that that feature that we want. All right, so the 8th point, number 8, number of DEX on the chain. Now, Binance DEX, remember they're building a blockchain, right? So Binance DEX will have just one exchange, and that exchange is called Binance. Okay, but on the BitShares blockchain, currently the BitShares blockchain has over 10 different exchanges built on it. Now, here's the beautiful part. Now, let's go back to the scan that we saw. If you create a BitShares account, right, and your username is CryptoBridge on that account, and then remember I just said that there are over 10 BitShares. There are over 10 different decentralized exchanges on the BitShares blockchain. Now, if you create an account on one of them, let's assume one of them is CryptoBridge, and then maybe an asset got listed on maybe another exchange that is built on the BitShares blockchain. Now, you don't need to create another BitShares account on this second what's it called, decentralized exchange that is built on this blockchain. What you need to do is use that same account that you use on CryptoBridge to access the rest. Isn't that beautiful? You see, so if you have one account, as long as you have just one account on the BitShares blockchain, you can access any decentralized exchange that is built on the BitShares blockchain. So if there are 100 decentralized exchanges built on the BitShares blockchain, that means you can use that single account to log into any of these exchanges on the BitShares blockchain. But on Binance, we'll have just one exchange on the blockchain. Right, so that's all we have for you today. So we're giving out several points about Binance and BitShares. Let's go over it again. Binance has 11 nodes. For now, Binance is starting with 11 nodes. BitShares has 140 plus nodes. Block time is 1 second for Binance. BitShares is 3 seconds. Account freezing is possible on Binance, it's not possible on Bitshares. Referral rewards is possible on both platforms. Binance currently is aiming at having about 100,000. This is supposed to be 100,000, 100K plus transaction per second, and Bitshares has about 100 plus. And asset listing is quite cheaper on the Bitshares blockchain and a little bit more expensive on, this is not how to spell, right, corrected, a little bit more expensive on the Binance chain. So addresses needs to be human readable, and the number of decks on each of them is quite unique, because this one you can have several people building on the blockchain, and on Binance chain you have just one DEX on the Binance chain. So guys, tell us what you think. Which do you prefer? We don't have any choice in Crypto TV. We're just giving you the information so you guys can get to assimilate through it, understand it and make your decision, because we're helping you do the research and presenting to you our research results, so you get to take this information and make your decision. So tell us what you think in the comment section. Which one do you think is more decentralized, if that's what you want? Which one do you think will have a greater future, maybe in 5 years or in 3 years? And also don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Thanks for watching.